to the panel about the most important question of all time. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Design or production? Creativity or business? This question remains a source of inspiration and desperation for the fashion industry. Every new generation might and must ask it again and again. We also ask it at every new socioeconomic and cultural circumstance. In the ancient times, when the Silk Road caravans opened up the new trade routes and introduced new fabrics, colors, and styles into the East-West cultural relationship. We asked this question during the Industrial Revolution, when the cotton gin was invented and mass production was suddenly a possibility at the same time when more people began to have disposable income. And again, we asked this question when the American company DuPont pioneered nylon, lycra, and other synthetic fibers in the second half of the 20th century, completely changing our understanding of functionality and aesthetics of clothes. And of course, now, with the rise of mobile technologies, social media, 3D printing, globalization of workforce and e-commerce, here we are again wondering how to reinvent this wheel we call fashion. At first glance, this panel might seem like an illustration to Krylov's famous fable about Levit, Rak, and Shuka, swan, crawfish, and pike. Who could not move the stock carriage in the same direction? We have a brand, a multimedia platform, a business school, and of course, when it comes to true success and invention, many best practices and ideas are counterintuitive. I think the future of fashion depends precisely on the synergy of design, business, media, and education. The guests will introduce themselves and their projects in a moment, but I would like to make a personal reference for why I'm excited to share this stage with them. I begin with Denis Simachev. In the mid-2000s, my American fashionista friends began to ask me how to pronounce this new Russian designer name. And I knew immediately something special was going on, because that has never happened before. Suddenly it was Stolichная, Dostoevsky, Simachev, new iconography of Russian culture. I remember in 2005 and 2006, maybe, shopping for jeans with a friend in New York. We were in this popular at the time menswear boutique on Lafayette and Houston, a very trendy shopping district. I caught a sight of Simachev jeans with a crotch branded as a saddle. It was so exciting. Denis was the first Novorusky, the new Russian designer, to retail in New York City. That wasn't a pair in my size, unfortunately, and I was told the collection sold out fast. A true trailblazer, it's a thrill to finally meet you again, in person. Lars Pittersen, a bona fide trendsetter, jet setter himself. He represents now Visionaire, a crazy magical outlet, space, thing, what you may call it, that has been fusing fashion with all the other arts and the kitchen sink for the past 25 years. Visionaire has been very influential in my own work in Depeche magazine. For example, it inspired me to support the influential opening of Nicola Formichetti's pop-up store in Soho in 2011 in partnership with OFO, non-profit organization, as well as architects Mark Foster and Mark Clemenceau-Bailey. At the time, Nicola had just won the Isabella Blow Award and landed as a creative director with Lars. I remember thinking to myself in some very stressful moments, make it bigger, go bolder. What would Visionaire do? Sharing this platform today with you feels like a personal and professional achievement. Covadonga, O'Shi. Now, let's talk about being in the presence of great. First Spanish fashion magazine, Alba. First Spanish fashion business school, now part of Navarra University, Madrid. First Spanish fashion bestseller book about the man the whole world knows by the name Zara. As a firm believer in the value of fashion education, I'm inspired by your legacy and your work to push our students at the Academy of Art University in San Francisco to excel at their studies and make a meaningful contribution to fashion history. I don't know if the world can produce a rival to Amancio Ortega, but sure, we can try. The scope on this panel is staggering. The scope of experience of this panel is staggering. So it is up to us four to figure out all the fashion industry problems, and if we cannot do it today, there is no hope. I'm just kidding. This is why events such as Fashion Futurum are so critically necessary now, as a free space for sharing ideas and brainstorming about the fashion industry direction. So thank you again to Alexander Shumsky, Russian fashion consul, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, for putting together this unique opportunity. I'd like to share two moments from my career in the industry that highlight this issue for me. In 2013, Depeche organized a groundbreaking showcase of Russian designers during New York Fashion Week, opening for the first time the Russian consulate mansion on Fifth Avenue to the general public. For this occasion, we chose to represent each designer and their take on the iconic little black dress. Irina Shaposhnikova, Alexander Khrysantsov, Sergei Teplov, Dmitry Loginov, Pekin, Vissarion, Sergei Polikov, and Viva Fox were there. Speaking of it's all been done before, there's possibly no other garment that is so ubiquitous. For nearly a century now, we see it every single season at every global runway. Yet literally thousands of collections later, it still represents a challenge for designers and holds our fascination. In a way, for me, little black dress transcends cultures and becomes a universal currency, a language of fashion diplomacy itself. Unfortunately, several of the designers could not make it to the event because their creations were not delivered on time or had problems clearing the customs. That is the other side. You got a great concept, a good product, but can you physically get it to your audience? In my experience as the director of Fashion Journalism Department and Social Media Center at the Academy of Art University in San Francisco, I get to witness